Have you ever had the need to open multiple images within Siril, either to do a side-by-side comparison or maybe even use them as a checkpoint so you can restart where you left off? Siril's got you covered with the new image window Python script. Let's check it out. My name is Rich, and you're watching Deep Space Astro. Okay, to install this script, we're going to come up into the scripts menu, get scripts. You can scroll through them and look for the image window script, or use the search box and just start typing the name. Typing image brings it right up for us. Tick the box over on the right hand side and then click apply. So I'm going to start just by opening up a new stack that I have, and we're in linear right now. I'm going to bring it into auto stretch just so we have something to look at, and just go ahead and run the image window script. So it's going to be in the scripts menu under Python scripts and utility, and you can see it right there, image window. Now if you have an image open like I do, when the script runs, it'll automatically bring that image into the script. So at this point, let's just start with going over some of the viewing functions of the script. Scale of fit, obviously, if you click that, it'll scale it to the view that you have. This window is resizable, so you can drag it around from the corners or the edges, or you can maximize it to full screen, however you want to work with it. And the scale of fit obviously will scale it to the window size that you currently have set. So just focusing right now on this bottom right corner, the sync mode is currently set to none, and that's the default. If we were to change this to say follow script, then anything we do in the script will occur in Siril's version of the image that we have open. So if I was to zoom, you can see it's zooming in Siril, in and out. If I was to pan, same thing, it's going to pan around in Siril. So it's synchronizing the functions in the script over to the image that's loaded in Siril. The third option is just the opposite of that, follow Siril. So if we put sync mode into follow Siril, and let me kind of bring Siril down to something where we can see both of them at the same time here. So if I zoom in Siril now, you can see it's zooming in the script. And if I pan in Siril, you can see the pan is also occurring over in the script. So let's maximize this. So I'm going to go back in my sync mode. I'm going to set it back to follow script. And just to show you the two options down here on the bottom, you can see we are in an auto stretch view for the script, and it is linked. And you can see the same thing down here in Siril. It's auto stretch and it's linked. If I untick linked STF, you can see it unlinked it in Siril. Enable it again, and it re-enables it in Siril. Same thing with our display view. We're in auto stretch. If I go to linear, because our sync mode says follow the script, we're viewing linear in the script, and we're viewing linear within Siril. So I'm going to go back to auto stretch, and I'm going to turn my sync mode off. And let's just talk about some use cases for this. So I'm going to close the script for now. We're in an auto stretch view, so one of the things that you can use the image window script for is kind of a checkpoint of sorts. Instead of going through part of your workflow, maybe you're 5 or 6 steps deep into it, and then you want to start over, you can either scrap the whole thing and reopen your image and start over. But if you're in the middle of your workflow, that's not an option. You can use your undo button and go back those 4 or 5 steps. Or what you can do is, when you get to that point where you want to save your work, a checkpoint, if you will, then you can load that image up into the script. So for example, I'm just going to do a few things here. I'm not doing any kind of serious workflow, just putting some steps in place so we have something to work with. So I crop the image, and then I'll just do a quick plate solve with it. Then we can move into, we'll do a color calibration, and then we'll go into a linear view, and let's just start doing some stretching. Nothing crazy. I'm just putting some steps in place here so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So stretch that over, just try to get this looking just a little bit decent, and we'll just run with that. So I want this to be my checkpoint. So what I would do is run the script again. And like I mentioned before, as soon as you run it, if you have something open in Siril, it'll automatically put it in the script for you. So there's my checkpoint. I can come back over into Siril now and continue my processing and not have to worry about what I'm doing here, because I have my backup checkpoint file in my script. So if you're trying a new workflow or a new stretching technique, or you're curious if one thing will work better than the other, then you can do that. You can back all this stuff up in there, and I'm just clicking around just to give you an example of what we're going to be working with here. But say you get done and you just don't like what you see on your screen, you're like, man, I just want to start over again. You can come back over into your script, and you can use the copy to Siril button, which will take this image and put it into Siril. It will throw a warning up because it sees you already have something open, so it's making sure that this is what you want to do. You click yes, And now our checkpoint loaded in Siril, and we can start over again from that moment in time. So again, I still have my checkpoint here, so I can start over. If I just come in, and I'm just going to do another crazy stretch here just to show you guys something. The thing to keep in mind is when you're going back and forth between Siril and the script, you're going to lose your undo history. To be able to track the undo history of the image window and even multiple image windows, which I'll show you here in a minute, it would be very difficult to try and track all the undo history of multiple windows being opened up. So keep that in mind. Your undo history does not follow into the script. You're going to lose it when you swap images back and forth. So I just did a quick stretch on this image. I can undo it and then redo it. But if I come into the script and I say copy from Siril, which will bring this image in Siril over into the script for me. So there's my second checkpoint. And now that it's in the script, later I wanted to copy it over to Siril by using the copy to Siril button again. It'll appear like you have your undo button, but that's from the last image that was running. So if I click this, it has no effect on this image. The undo history was lost when it was taken over into the script and brought back into Siril. So just keep that in mind, because that can be a gotcha if you're not aware of it. Obviously, as you've probably noticed, any work that you're doing on the images is going to still happen within Siril. You can't use the image window to do any work on it. You're not going to be stretching or color calibrating or cropping. Nothing. This is just a placeholder that allows you to swap images back and forth between Siril, again in this case as like a checkpoint. The other button that we didn't cover yet is swap with Siril. So just as you may expect, it's going to take the image in my script and load it into Siril, and it'll take the image that's in Siril and load it into the script if we hit that button. So you can go back and forth that way as well. Another use case for it is for comparing images. If you're a viewer of the channel, you've probably seen me use this a couple of times in some of my videos. You can have multiple windows open. So I'll leave M45 open here and just come up into the scripts menu again and run a second instance of it. It's gonna again open up whatever images in Siril, but I can change that now by using the open from file button, and we can jump over and like open up my crescent. We're in linear mode, come out of linear, and we'll go into auto stretch, and then I can come down, and now I've got both my windows open. This comes in handy when you're trying to compare processes, right? So the last video that I used the image window on was for the Sycon Starless script. I compared Sycon to StarNet. I had the Sycon Starless version open in one window and the StarNet Starless version open up in another window. So it's a nice easy way to be able to do a comparison all within Siril. But again, like I said, multiple windows, so I got two. If I wanted to open up a third for a reason, I can open up a third. Once it opens up, it's going to bring in whatever was in Siril, and you can change that by just telling it to open up another file, browse around to wherever that other file is at, put an auto stretch view. So now I have three windows open on my screen. This comes in nice for any mono work that you may be doing. You can have RGB open up, or you can have SHO open up, or you can have all six open up. As long as your computer has enough resources to be able to open the windows, you shouldn't have any problem with opening as many as you need. So I hope you found that helpful. I know it's kind of straightforward in how to use it, but I wanted to bring it to everybody's attention. Sometimes you overlook some of the scripts that we have available to us. So before you go, as always, I want to say thank you to all my members here on YouTube and on Buy Me a Coffee. I appreciate everybody's support. Thanks to those of you who have made donations to the channel and shared the channel, subscribed. All that stuff really helps keep everything growing for us. Down in the description, I have multiple affiliate links, so if you use those as you make a purchase through any of them, such as High Point Scientific or Regina Astro, I'll get a small commission. That also helps support the channel. So everything you guys do for me is very much appreciated. I'm blown away by all of the support that I've been receiving. So as always, thanks for your time. I appreciate everybody watching. We'll see you in the next video, and clear skies.